Hello and welcome to Pod Hub, the podcast for lonely nights. I'm Pomsky and today I'm joined by
your mate Nath on Twitch, or just better known as Nathan amongst the peeps.
And me, Brandon.
Lovely. And today we are going to discuss our thoughts on aliens and alien involvements. Obviously, disclaimer, there will be some wacky views on the topics and in no way whatsoever do we want to offend or scrutinise or trigger anyone in any way possible. So yeah, I hope you enjoy our rambling.
So aliens, 16-inch dicks. What we saying? No, we're not going there. We're not going there.
I don't even think they'd have dicks.
Well, we'll find out shortly in this podcast episode.
Yeah, no, 16 inches or 16 dicks? That's the question.
So, have we all got any snacks or drinks or anything like that, or have had?
I am throwing out my default character. If you listen to other episodes of the podcast, you'll know exactly what that is.
Default character.
Yep.
Yeah, I've just finished my Shaun the Sheep yogurts, so I'm all yogurted out. And now I'm on my Stropper Hoffer drink. Pineapple flavour, yeah.
Ooh. What?
It's like a
Swedish drink or something.
Yeah, it's
German.
It's German, like pineapple drink.
Ooh.
I'm trying to fucking see what it is.
When we get halfway through a recording, he goes, "Explosive! Oof! Ein!" We know why. He's been
It's not
drinking
bad.
German juice.
It's only 2.5%, so it's fine.
Oh, I thought it was actual juice.
Oh no, it's not juice. I'm only having
Drink
one.
your juice.
It's adult juice.
Yeah.
That can be that. No, yeah. Adult juice can be something else. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I know me and my friend earlier was drinking wine, and the baby was like, "Oh, what have you got? What are you drinking?" We're like, "No, this is adult drink."
Yeah. You do that thing, don't you? It's like, oh, you can't have that. It's spicy. It's like ice cream. Just so you don't want to have your ice cream. It's spicy. It burns. And if you're like me, I bloody blow ice cream when I'm eating it anyway, because I'm an idiot.
She's every time, like she loves cheese. We'll give her a bit of cheese and go, nom 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 when she's eating cheese.
Is this child an alien?
Oh yeah,
it's so funny.
Oh.
It's because to get her to eat it, if she didn't know if it was edible or not, we'd all go, "Oh yeah, that's nice, nom."
To be fair, have you seen?
And then she's just picked that up. So every time she eats, she goes,
That's what's going to happen when they get abducted. That. How do you speak?
Snacks today. I've just got crisps, curly fries.
Oh,
from Aldi. From Aldi.
I've got. I'm not going with me, but the other half bought me, because I'm convinced she's trying to kill me off, a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Oh.
I may indulge in later. She's trying to kill me, but I'll indulge into later.
Love anything sour me.
Yep. That new Minecraft fucking McFlurry slap.
Have you had it?
Yeah, sour apple sauce in it.
Oh, I need
bangs. The biscuit bits are meh in there. They got like an apple flavour.
Biscuits in ice cream don't work.
No, it does for me. It slaps.
Oh yeah, I'd eat that.
It slaps. The sauce is so familiar as well, and I cannot tell you what it is, but it's like if you buy, for example, it's not, but like the typical brands like a Toxic Waste, like Chew Bear or something like the Apple Chew Bears, or like the sour monster, the sour Chew-Its chews you can buy. It's like one of them, but I can't. You taste it and you go, I know exactly what this flavour is. Like, I've had this before.
Yeah.
But you can't. I couldn't identify it.
Nice. I need to try it.
So you're telling me this green sauce is green? What else is green? Aliens. Yes, move on.
Maybe they might be.
My drink is rum and Pepsi.
Standard default.
I've already
yeah.
had 2 glasses of wine. I'm on my second drink of
she's
rum and
pissed.
Pepsi.
We're gonna get
Yeah.
slurring, guys.
I'm actually doing better than I thought I would. I think it was last night drinking's like
Hair of the dog. Hair of the dog.
prepped me.
Hair of the dog,
Anyway,
yeah.
so now our food and drinks are out the way. Let's dive in. So, main thing, just related from last episode, we were speaking about cryptids, mythical creatures, and everything, and we slightly touched on the thought of Bigfoot being an alien.
Nah,
What are our thoughts?
no. I'm more of the theory of Bigfoot's actually that prehistoric ape. I'm more in the part of it being like a prehistoric animal that just hasn't been extinct yet, because there are still places in this like forests and stuff for finding new animals still, so there is a chance
Yeah.
that you have animals that ain't extinct yet. That's my thing. Oh, it's just a guy in a suit. There's always that.
And for more on
That's
this topic,
true.
please check back to old podcast episodes and go through our mysterious mysteries and creatures, mythic beings, to find out more.
I think I can't remember. I think we might have called it werewolves or vampires, because obviously they're the most well-known
That
mythical
one will do.
creatures. So let's think back to that more about Bigfoot.
No. I mean, you can see my view. I kind of said all my internets and views on Bigfoot in that episode, but in terms of an alien, no. I'm on the lines of Brandon. Either I do think it's more of a publicity stunt than anything, but say it's, I don't know if it's real or not. I lean towards no, but alien, no. I don't think it would be.
I think that like there's been alien involvement in like important past histories.
Oh
Because
yeah,
like there's
Yeah.
always like cave drawings, or like there's some theories of being like, how did the pyramids
that's what I was
get
going to stem
built?
on. There's just how they could be so advanced for the time,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
nothing else kind of come of this. I mean, obviously, modern day. I mean, we're all sat in a room on a
We've got
screen
infrastructure and
talking through a
Yeah.
little micro fucking waves in that are connecting us all through the earth. You know what I mean? Like, yes, technology is advanced, but for the time, I mean, and there's also the big thing of it. A lot of people believe it's the slaves that built the pyramids, but apparently quite a lot of it wasn't. But I just cannot see if you got fucking 55 Arnold Schwarzeneggers fucking trying to carry them bricks up there. I
Even
think
they
it'd
couldn't do
take
it.
them fucking God knows how long. I
you
just
think how
can't.
long it takes builders to build a house, and that's just a miniature scale.
Yeah, but that's because the lazy bastards are getting the money's worth.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
pretty
true.
much.
But they could only work in the daylight. They probably
Yeah,
wouldn't work by candlelight.
well, it's too big
Or
to do
like
it. No?
torchlight. Exactly, you wouldn't be able to see. So they'd only be able to work in daylight, and then that's not even technically that long to be able to build it.
Yeah, I kind of think, touching on the question you asked, of like,
Were
if
aliens
aliens
involved?
if they're to exist, I feel like sort of butterfly effect of, oh, like conveniently I will place this particular thing in front of
In their way.
fucking Steve Jobs, like when he's a kid, to give him an idea. Or I'll plant this sort of idea to fucking such and such a body to make the computer. Or Edison with the light, no, whatever, the light bulb and the
Yeah.
patents and all. There's like sort of, do we just sort of, because, I mean, it's that whole theory of like, how the fuck did the first person to think to milk a cow? Why did he milk that cow? He must
He's a
have just gone
filthy
over and try and
pervert.
suck on the titty.
Yeah.
But yeah, but at the same time, but then from discovering that shit came out of that, and then to then processing it to make it a semi-skimmed version, a full skimmed, like fucking water version, cream. Do you know what I mean? Like someone has to have that idea. How you
Yeah, that's
just get
true.
that idea? That I've had loads of ideas. I've whipped them up in Google, and someone's already patented it, and it exists. It's become an inventor nowadays. Is borderline fucking mental, really. But it's like the guy who invented High Smile. The guy's made a sponge, but yet he made it so it had like holes in certain places so you can clean your cutlery and your spoon. Fuck it. I tell you now, them fucking not high smile, what they called them? Scrub daddy, sorry. High
Rub
smile's
daddy,
fucking
yeah.
high smile's fucking toothpaste. Um
But then, like, you think of it
Scrub
though,
daddy's class.
that's based off of like coral. How we thought that was like stuff that took on water that was still abrasive.
Yeah, it's just like
Who
to
put
have
two
them
and two together?
ideas. Yeah, it's like to have them ideas are a million to one. I mean sometimes it could just come down to
I
someone's
think
had that thought and
coincidence
just
as
done it.
well,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's
Mm.
how much you believe on
We are clever
coincidences and that.
beings.
Yeah, yeah, we've evolved very, very quickly.
Mm.
But again, you come to the idea of the pyramids and like
Mm.
the internet as an idea. Like, yes, the idea of connecting people around the world, yeah. But where? Where does it just? How did you go from having no existence of it to just pop? It's there. It's done.
Yeah.
Like it's mad. I don't know. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know, man.
JFK, you know, that's all I'll say. My hands are up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Strange shit's happening, man.
So
Area
we've
51,
obviously
man.
hopped straight into the alien thing, but what on our thoughts are like about are we alone in the universe at all?
I don't think that in any way, shape, or form.
No,
There has to be something.
there's too many planets, too many galaxies for it to be.
How rare it is to have us. Like you see everything on Earth, and there's not much that's as clever, as functional, as dexterous as we are.
That we know of.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, as we know of, because the
It's just
universe is
like
always expanding. We could have a
I feel
planet
like
somewhere
we're
with the
like
same
one of the
thing.
rarest things ever. Like, how on earth could that be
Yeah,
replicated elsewhere?
it's bizarre. But the thing is, you say replicate. I don't think when you say we're not alone, I don't think there's another set of like
Uh,
humans that'll be the same as us. I
Mm.
think you could have on an exact, not an exact planet, but a near enough damn replicant of the planet could be in 10 billion light years away in a different part of the solar system, or even different galaxy. But it could be that planet is 80% water and fish basically evolve to like grow legs and communicate in ways, and they take over land. And you know what I mean, it doesn't have to be the same as how we're built
It could
as
be
Yeah.
sea
Homo
people.
sapiens, but
It used to say they couldn't somewhere they could create a life like us just underwater instead.
exactly Bioshock, man.
Yeah,
But for me, it's the fact of like you've got to think of how long. Obviously, you've got to take in the fact that light travels and sound travels. Like if we tried to set off into space to try and look for these planets,
they could have been gone now. Be gone.
this but by the time we get there, that planet could have imploded, or the Earth could have even imploded. Because obviously, it's got its lifespan. The Earth, granted, will be fucking far and well gone between, and it's still got fucking God knows how many billion years left. Touch wood, obviously, as long as no natural disasters happen
As
or
long as I'm still
extra.
alive and
Or
then die
us.
normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the amount of time distance you'd have to travel just to get communication. Because people think of aliens, they think they're gonna come over in a little spaceship and drop a fucking DM to us, and we'll have a chat. Like it's just it's like people could literally already be on the travel to try and come and speak to us, but people might not see it for another 10,000 years
Do
because they're
you
not.
think aliens have visited us?
I do.
I
I
think
think they're probably here now. Like
I
sounds
think
stupid,
going
but
to
yeah.
have to have because of the sheer age of the Earth now. It's not one of the oldest planets, but you got to think you got all the BCs and all that shit, like prehistoric stuff, the dinosaur bit, and then before the dinosaurs, there would have been something as well as it might have just been fucking nutrition. But you know, like I said, these planets that come exploring, they could literally be so further advanced than us and existed so much longer that they're well ahead of its time. So yeah, I think they might have, to be fair.
I
I'm
do.
a bit like supernatural me. I'm sort of like a. I know people don't like being on the fence, but that's kind of where I am. I'm like I don't say like no, it's never happened, but I'm not like well. Me personally, I've never seen a concrete proof of it, so I'm not like a yes. I can sit here and I will tell you that it's a fact. I believe it is a fact that aliens have been. I just like the idea in my mind that they have
They have
been,
been.
and they've instilled some knowledge
I think they
onto
could
us.
be here now. I'm
Look at some of the fish, lad. Like you said before about forests like that. We've literally not explored a lot of the ocean. Like we cannot physically go that deep down
could
in
be
the
aliens
ocean.
in the ocean. Never know.
What if that is worse? What if there is a species that live down there that is intellectual and
They
has
just lived
evolved
in the
to
dark.
be?
Of which there has been like a documentary based on like military experiences out on the water where things have flown, being like whether it's been like a bullet type shape or your traditional flying saucer type thing that have deliberately hit the water and then carried on down.
Also, kind of like if an asteroid was to land or something, just go straight through and keep going.
No,
Not an
like
asteroid, but like
actual, what is it called?
UFO.
UAP?
UAP.
Yeah, UAP, unidentified
Oh, UFO.
phenomena.
Unidentified
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
flying object.
yeah, that's a UFO. Or I think UAP is unidentified phenomena or something like
All
that.
right. Well, I mean,
The
an
thing,
unidentified flying object sounds a bit
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's come
yeah.
flying down and bounced
yeah,
off the
Yeah, yeah,
water.
yeah. More specifically, it's not bouncing off though. Like its trajectories
Oh yeah.
hit the water and then carried
Oh,
on
maybe the
down
phenomenon is quite. Yeah, it's
it's
probably
always
possible.
to.
militaries though who discover it. You find that's the thing I find dodgy. It's either that or NASA that find it most of
But
the
you think of
time.
it though, they are constantly watching for the
Yeah.
airspace. Like that's their job, is
It's
to watch the airspace for
I
threats and
strongly
stuff.
believe that they receive information and get information that they do not think the general public can handle and will not share that,
Yeah,
and it's classified. I cannot,
it's like
because
if
it's stuff
people
like
got
Area
told.
51 and things like that. It's like it's a why is it such a secret? You can't just say it's a government research thing. There's
mm,
shady shit that goes on. I'm telling you
Yeah,
now.
but then also because it became so public, there is known that anything suspicious that goes off has been deliberately not directed to Area 51 because of the publicity of it all.
Oh yeah.
So they've like upped and moved stuff and have a secondary base somewhere else that obviously hasn't been leaked. Where Area 51 is like, okay, yeah, we'll keep it suspicious. So anyone
don't
that's
be suspicious.
bothered
I
or
was thinking
look
that.
here.
My bad. I didn't want to fuck up her audio though when she's editing it. I wanted to leave her do it. Dick.
I mean, you can keep that in. That's fine. But
I can't do it. I
Bloody
could
hell.
not do it.
it was just like to keep the general public entertained and keep the idea going. Then, like, yeah, get them to focus on here, so then they're not looking and
Yeah.
focusing where we're actually trying to hide shit.
It's sort of it's slightly going off subject, but it's the sort of thing we've touched on before in previous episodes. I believe we have, haven't it? It's like the idea of cures and stuff for like a lot of stuff that we have. Would aliens pass that knowledge on? Maybe so, but us as a planet, the rich and wealthy want to stay as the elites in the world. So it's far more profitable to keep people sick and cure a minority than it is a majority. I mean,
Mm.
there's it could be argued as well that there's a lot of money in like cures and stuff, especially in like America, obviously, where you have to pay for healthcare and that. But in a country like ours and quite a few places, I believe like Switzerland, place that with healthcare, and that's not really. It's either free or it's borderline free. You know, it's far more efficient for people who want profit to keep people sick than it is to cure. And that I think that's kind of the same with things like that. It's probably far more profitable and stuff to keep people second guessing, keep them in the dark, let people have conspiracy theories, write books, write shows, make TV, make films about them, than it is to just go, yeah, you are in fact correct, or you're not correct. Because if people kind of knew it existed or it was real,
You're right.
people
They're
wouldn't
real.
be people wouldn't be so arsed. I don't think people would just sort of
The thing is a normal day
yeah,
thing. It's like, oh, it's just
yeah,
oh,
it just
the
become a part of
aliens are back
reality.
again. You'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Aliens are back.
Are they coming into my country illegally? Well,
That's another topic for another
get
day.
them. I fucking said, get back on your spaceship and fuck off.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You don't. You pay taxes. You pay taxes. Don't think you pay taxes.
Well,
Get
this
away.
is it. This is another thing, like, with how we react with
Venture and
each
mate.
other. How could we react with some other being?
I don't know. I
Oh,
react with females enough.
it all depends what they look like, innit? Because you have to like think what's it gonna look. People think these aliens that people think are real are like the ones you see in films, like not like xenomorph like, but human like ones. Just got
Yeah,
a big
well,
head, big eyes. They walk like humans. For some reason, they abduct cows. Why cows? They want to suck on
I
the
don't
titty.
know.
That's probably why. But
More for studying that because it's rural areas and stuff. Is to like study what like sort of things humans do. But it's like you say, it depends on what sort of aliens we have an interaction with if they were to be real. And that's where the ultimate question would lie. Because you've obviously got like xenomorph type, you've got like the predator types, you've got like the
yes,
Men in Black situation where you've got which is more the more believable one to me, where you've got like an organization out there somewhere that you'll never know of, who dealing shit that like very very quickly and very efficiently. I'm not talking about a fucking pop up pen that can fucking erase your memory like. But
you never know. That
I
could be
got no
real. We
fucking.
wouldn't know anyway.
Maybe that's why we've got wank
Yeah, yeah.
memories. Fuck knows, we've seen so many aliens, we've just been fucking blinded.
What
But
5G is that?
I mean, I don't think any aliens would ever look like the sort of like Attack on Mars thing, the big fucking brain in like a glass helmet, or fucking. I think the most likely thing would be fucking Simpsons is more realistic without the fucking.
Oh, yeah, the
They
tentacles and the
predicted so
glass.
much shit of the future. Then I wouldn't be surprised if them two fuckers are not watching up there in the big fucking.
Yeah, that's actually what the aliens look like. We've
Yeah,
predicted it.
have you
Simpsons have
seen him?
predicted what
He's come
aliens
in
look
and
like.
told him. Yeah, he said, "Put me in your show, lad. They'll fucking love it."
Yeah.
Never know. I mean, you can predict Donald Trump coming down an escalator, waving as a president, and fuck me, you can get aliens right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think someone's under wraps of it, monitoring it all the time because it's just
Yeah.
it's some you see document. See, I watch documentaries sometimes about like the American ones. It's like out the abduction ones, and they're giving these stories and they do these recreations. I just think bollocks. It's just Americans are so dramatic with storytelling. It's great for some things, but I'm just like, nah. Like no one. You're telling me no one else in your neighborhood saw this fucking flying object that suddenly sucked you up and just
That's what gets me. It's
no.
like, why is it always Americans though?
Yes, I'm saying
It's always Americans. It's never anywhere else.
it's always the one place that exists. It's like I know it's
Yeah.
a bit. It's like when Avengers when they fucking come through the big wormhole and that aliens start invading. It's always fucking New York, innit? That's just the world, that apparently.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? They won't come and fucking start. They get chefed up if they can't
Mhm.
London or Manchester or
You're
something.
like, oh, we
So
make
they
crop
won't do it.
circles in America. Yeah, you just do it here. Live now next to a bloody field. For God's sake, there's a lot of grass there. You can do it there.
We've got
Why are you
like an
doing it around
entire
here?
top half of the country that's predominantly fields,
Yeah,
farmland.
and they don't want to make anything there.
Tell
I
you what,
mean,
I'll do
they
it in
don't make
fucking
sense.
America.
You won't
I'm,
believe this, but there's actually a UFO map where you can look. It's like Google Earth, and you can see where all the sightings have been.
what reported ones?
Yeah, and the UK is nearly as hot as like the
Texas.
east and west coast of the US.
Oh,
Well, they don't
but
say anything. But
you just
then again,
don't.
you just
Well,
made
there
it
you go.
something. You
Is
don't
that
say anything. We
as
don't
I say?
mention it.
Is that someone
Yeah,
monitoring it that fucking closely? That it's just you don't know about it, mate.
Someone post
a
them on
lot of
Facebook.
them,
Get rid of that right now.
like Netherlands, Germany,
Delete your search history, Pom.
quite a
Click.
load.
Yeah.
Israel, there's quite a few.
I'm sorry, but I've just opened it up now. It's
India,
ridiculous. It's most of the places. Oh, there's quite a lot in Europe actually. Yeah.
yeah, there's quite a lot.
Hang on, let's go to where we are.
Philippines, Malta,
There's we've got
Japan.
there's an alien sighting in Chorley, Nathan. In Chorley. Knew there was something wrong
Yo,
with Chorley.
took
Makes
road from
sense,
me that.
really.
Fuck that
Yeah.
off.
Nothing in Wales. Oh, there's something in Warrington. Shit. Okay, I'm dead.
Green is recent.
Dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Yeah, but do you not think like I can't lie, like I think like some fish are aliens, me.
I
have
mean, there's some things that are just
yeah,
absolutely
anglerfish.
unexplainable in there.
Have you not seen
Anglerfish.
like no, but have you not seen like squids are like octopus and that, and like when they've already been killed, and then you see them in like the fish markets and that, and they start
my God.
moving again. These
Oh,
fucking.
that's just the tendons and stuff.
Nah, fuck that off. That fucker's been dead for time, and he starts moving. That fucker's faking it. It's an alien.
Can I just
Back to
say,
the motherland.
Brendan,
No.
I think you're on the same thing I am. Each dot isn't just one sighting.
Oh,
If you hover over it in Nottingham, close to me, there's 45 sightings recently.
45.
Show your screen. Show your screen.
Your screen.
Oh my,
this-
and you can look.
It
A
tells you
large
what the
blob
sightings
of
are,
light with a bright white center. Oval coronal in blue around it seen. A spinning circle hovering about half an hour. And you can see the time and day they were reported.
Does
And
it
then
tell you
like
where they
the
posted it on?
explanations, question
Facebook.
mark, drone, camera anomaly. I didn't realize this was just accessible to the public.
Can we get a Phasmo game for aliens, please? That's what I'm hearing right now.
Ooh, pretty good. You go out to different sites and you got to investigate the thing.
Yeah, crop circle.
Yeah, but then fucking time would come down and some knobhead would just come out and shoot you with a ray gun. You fucking deed.
Yeah. No, it's you know when you're saying about the thinking
Again,
fish are
anything you can see now.
aliens.
Sweet.
The thing with the aliens, I think we have
Go
alien
go
bacteria
in
or
with
something.
Scunny
more
St. Helens.
likely.
Zoom in,
Let's go.
St. Helens. They're
Okay,
all
let's go.
fucking aliens down there.
Yeah, they are.
Bit more.
Yeah.
Bit more. Go up.
So there's
Fuck
one.
Prescott off. Go up towards Winstanley.
Nutgrove. Oh,
Zoom in a bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Hey! Near me mum and dad's that. Fucking going on that one site in there.
That one.
Yeah.
In the middle.
There's a click on that.
So there's one sighting in 2016.
Nah, fuck that. That isn't near me mum and dad's that. Has he got a picture?
I was sat on the couch with my son of age 4.
Doesn't say. I think it must have been too old.
3 separate orange orbs. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Get away.
Whoa.
Anything
Fuck flares or lanterns off that people send up in the sky. You know, fucking Chinese lanterns. Fuck them off. Well, he's having a kebab and he was stoned. That's all that was. Fuck that off. Tell us from near me. The 7 there. 7 there.
7 in Wigan.
Come on then.
7,
we don't live there, but we definitely do live there, but we don't live there.
We don't live there.
Leaking through CCTV footage. Oh, okay. So that's the ghost.
Insect.
Yeah.
Cylindrical type object.
Orange glowing
lights.
sphere moving from west.
That could be anything.
Could be a plane.
An object at high altitude. A bird.
There were 7 crafts flying in formation, but one was slightly out of formation to the right. They were the color of a hot coal orang.
Orang.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
To be fair, on the topic, it's not a UFO because obviously we found out via research at the time, but we all shit our pants. Trust me, we really did shit our pants. We were walking. It was a birthday party or just a party of mine when I lived at mum and dad's, and I had like my usual friends there, like Ryan and that, and my college mates and stuff at the time. And we were walking to McDonald's because there's like a McDonald's not far from mum and dad's from like it's about 10 minutes, something like that. And we were walking, and it was dark, and all of a sudden the entire sky just lit up blue. Like it literally became light again, and we all looked up, and it was light for about 6 seconds, and we were like, "What the fuck? Have we just come to the edge of the simulation here? What's going on?" And then there was, when the sky was blue, a white, almost like ball-like thing just went straight across the sky, almost like a shooting star when you see one, straight across the sky, and it just started fading down and went back to being black in like half a second. It was, and I'm just stood there, mate, and I'm stood there, and I look at my mate, and mate looks at me, and I went, have we all just fucking seen that? We're all just looking up, and we're all just like, nah, we've had a drink. Yeah. We've had a drink with that. Like, it's weird if you looked out your window or something and it's black. Just imagine the sky just suddenly, like, because when it lit up blue, obviously clouds are still there. You just can't see them. Yeah. So, like, all the clouds were like a grey colour. It was freaky as fuck. Honestly, I shit my pants.
What did you find out it was?
We Googled it, and it was like a solar flare in the night and stuff, and it was just lit up the sky. But it was freaky as fuck. Like, because if you don't, we didn't know that. We're all getting
No.
drunk
Yeah.
and listening to music, and I thought we were about.
Last thing you think of is a solar flare.
Yeah, I was fucking music. I closed my eyes, man. I was waiting for the nuke. I
I've
thought we
had
were
it
going.
where, so at my mum's, there's fields behind the house, and there's a cricket club just up the road in one of the fields, and I can't remember what it was. I think I was in my bedroom just watching TV or something like that, and an absolute bright whitish blue flash with like a massive noise, like that plane that flies over and has like a sonic boom. It sounded like that
Yeah,
happened, and it went off, and then all like the alarms were going off the area, and we were like, "What the actual hell is happening?" So I know, like, one of my friends is up the street, so I messaged her being like, "Oh my god, did you just see and hear that?" And she was like, "What the hell was that?" So we all like got out the house, like the whole street went out, trying to figure out what it was. We're trying to look on the local news to see if someone had said something. And then there was loads of commotion at the top of the street. So me and my friend went to walk the dogs in that area, and found
Good
out
excuse.
it was just an electrical thing, like those big boxes. It would just blew up. So there was like fire brigade there and everything like that, because a spark had happened and it was nearly on fire or something like that. So it was literally just like a power surge or power going out, something like that. But it literally, like the whole street and the whole neighborhood saw that massive bright flash and like a boom.
Boom.
But at the time, you're there being like, "What the actual fuck was that?"
yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
With your sharing, I've got one. I told my mum we were doing this podcast, and I mentioned something that happened. I think it was about 14, 15. Woke up at about, I want to say 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then my bed used to be near my window, and I just saw this light like going searching like around the area, like like a spotlight on an helicopter or something. So I'm like, oh, that's probably an helicopter, but you'd hear an helicopter if it were doing that. And I'm sure back in that, how long ago would that have been? 14. How old's that? Were drones a thing then? Were
Not
drones a
like,
Probably,
but
but
they
not
are,
thing
but
then?
massively.
No.
yeah, they wouldn't have been commercialized
But
like they are now.
to have a spotlight that big, and I was there for ages, just watching it, and it's just there surveying the area. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm not hearing any noise. It's silent, and this light's just going, and it was really bright, like proper like spotlight down. Like if you're in a stadium or something, they put all the spotlights on. It was that bright, and I'm like, I didn't even want to open the curtains to see what was there. I was shitting myself, like heart were going. I'm like, if I open my window now and see what's there and it's aliens or something, what if it like sees me and then just goes one 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 and then like picks me up or something? I told my mum about that. My mum went, I would have opened windows straight away, me. I would have seen what's there. And I'm like, no,
Your
had it go.
mum's getting the first
It
kidnap, you
was
know that,
it
right?
was there for about an hour. And my heart's going. I'm like, what am I going to do? I can't do anything. I'm not even going on my phone. I'm like, if I make a noise, what if it like detects me noise by vibrations or something, and then I'm dead?
The
That was
thing is, like,
awful. That.
me and my mum, we do a lot of stargazing. We get like the deck chairs out, get togged up, and if it's like clear night, we just sit staring at the sky. And the amount of fucking shit we've been like, I could have been an alien spaceship. We're cool with that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that, like, because unless you're like an astrophysicist or something like that, you kind of just uneducated. Like they would just go, yeah,
Yeah.
that's this, that's what we call a blur or something like. Oh,
Mm.
that's just a like it's like
That's
stars of fucking
yeah.
things that have imploded and we can just see them. Like they're really pretty. That shit's dead. That thing's exploded. It's like what the fuck?
It's the
That's why
thing.
your
Where is
brighter
it?
stars are like
You can
more
see
recent
Jupiter,
stars.
can't you? When you go, there's
Yeah,
certain
you can see
places
a
to see
few.
You can
Yeah,
see them
Jupiter and stuff.
all, pretty
Yeah.
you
much.
can see it. You can see, and you can actually, if you know it, there's an app which is actually really cool. You can
Yeah,
follow it
I
up
think I
and
know
you
what
can
you mean.
see, yeah, you can see where like which like belt you're looking at, like system you're looking at with the stars, which
It
is really
is
cool.
crazy.
The fact people used to use that as navigation is what's the most impressive thing.
It's
Stars.
insane, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a
It is.
North
I
Star,
look at
isn't
a
it?
star.
That's
I
the
look at
main thing.
stars and go, "Fuck me, they've popped some holes in us with a Capri Sun straw." Tell you, they've fucking done us in.
Yeah.
Like they've done us in there. Like That's what I look at. It's like if you're on a canvas and you're on paint, you're doing little dots to
Or
rub stuff out.
what if the stars are little observation holes, and they were like test subjects,
Nah,
like
that's
in a big orb or something? We
I think.
no alien. There you go. Did you know when you make your little sea monkeys or like tree orb things? What if we're like someone's just been testing with some like
Well,
seeds
yeah,
or something, and
that's the other
now
part
we're
of
like
the
in a
theory. That
little greenhouse?
Yeah, maybe we were just created in a lab. A few of us plunked on a planet and been like, yeah, we'll see what happens to this.
Let's fuck.
huh. Well, see, but
Yeah.
it could be being observed, and for that exact reason,
Mhm.
left as an experimental.
Yeah.
Show
Yeah.
me what you've got, and that's why we
Literally.
have musicians and shit.
Another
thing
theory is we are the aliens.
to
That
this
could be
planet,
Because
true.
this
yes.
planet
Yeah,
was doing
yeah.
fine, and then wasn't there a microorganism on an asteroid that hit? And with the right conditions, that's when
Life
like
grew.
our life, started to
Mm.
Yeah, we
form.
are. We are the aliens.
Yeah,
We
we
are the
This
aliens
planet
to the
was
planet,
fine without us.
and we are actually this planet's destroyer as well.
Ever
Massively.
seen the film Dinosaurs, the Disney film? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
traumatic when I was a
yeah,
kid, lad.
we're the
Think
problem.
it's like it's touching on that. It's like even just during the COVID era and you had all the lockdowns to see the news and that, like the canals in Italy and like so the Earth literally began to kind of repair itself. Now, I'm not one for wanting to be like, come on, let's do a
Be green
fucking let's
everywhere.
do it at the world's end by fucking Simon Pegg and Nick Frost and get to a point where we're all basic bare bones of life and society again. But there has to be a point where we have to look at it like, so, some people aren't asked. I don't care if you do or you don't. I mean, I recycle to the best that I can. I shout at Yasmin if she's not recycling well. I just, more so for the sake of space in my fucking bins because I'm old. But I'm like, if
Mm.
we can
Needs
do
a bin in his kitchen.
something, shut up, Nabbit. If we can do things and we can keep reminding the shit I don't have. If we can help out and try and
No.
keep the planet back to being like where it's at, I'm all for it. Because looking at the world during the pandemic and that, it did. Whether you're a believer or not a believer, same as aliens in what happened, you cannot argue that the world repaired itself a little just for that short space of time. You got to
Like,
think
it
about all
was
the
one of the
pollution as well.
hottest summers. Like,
Oh
us
yeah, it
not
was
doing
right.
anything, it
Hmm
was like one of the hottest summers
It was
ever.
bliss. Like, where I'm always warm in fucking
It
winter, so
weren't
it was horrible for
blessed.
me. But
I'm hairy as out. Like no, don't do heat
yeah,
me.
but I just
I
did a body
fucking
shave,
loved
me.
it. I was having the best time of my
Christ,
life.
I thought you was gonna
No.
go. I'm fucking hairy. I was like, whoa,
Hey,
whoa.
whoa. She's an alien. She's an alien. Whoa.
She's morphing.
She's
I just
morphing.
want to say I've left something on the screen which is quite local to me. And
Mm.
it was an orb that was seen in August last year. A red orb seen in the sky later experienced strange sounds, paralysis, and change in environment. That gave me
Yeah.
goosebumps.
Ugh.
Oh, have you not
What
seen
the
them? Have you not
fuck?
seen that? Well, there's a video somewhere where it
So local
sounds
to me. Like, I drive past this place all the time.
with the strange sounds. There's a video where
Just
this guy's staring at the sky and you're just hearing like a horn go off,
oh yeah,
and you're like,
I've
"What
seen
the
that. Yeah. It's
bloody
like a
hell's
siren.
going
It.
on?" Yeah.
Just go to just when you've done these ones, just go to America. I want to say different the comments are and what
Oh
they've
my
put.
god, man!
Triangle
Derbyshire
hovered
fireball.
past my house.
My man's playing with Doritos.
Derbyshire
Yeah,
Fireball, excuse me.
fireball.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Then.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
16 in my local city.
Uh,
To be fair, this is probably drunken idiots. Disappearing line,
could be
star-like
Starlink.
object.
Yeah. You say it could be a
Light
Starlink
dot.
satellite.
4 lights not recorded on camera. Black alien entity.
Nah, come on, you see it. Shadow.
Long wiggly
I
object.
thought that
Possibly.
I thought that said vibrating white ball. It says vibrant white ball.
Oh yeah.
Can't read.
What the hell? High-speed UFO
Two
sighting.
cigar-shaped objects flying
Sam.
through the
It was
sky early
Sam.
You
morning.
know, the cigar shape is such a popular thing. They're not like disc shapes. Cigar shapes are probably nearly more popular than your disc
Coordinated
shape.
movements, instant stop start, possible hoax, we believe.
Yeah, that's the thing now. Like, I don't hear any like the flying saucer type stuff anymore.
See, I don't
Um,
like. I don't think it's touching on the Bigfoot conversation we had in the last one of like how is it so hard with the cameras and like
It's
people
always
record
shitty
apps.
quality.
People can record absolutely fucking fantastic quality videos of the moon, but yet they can't fucking get a simple aircraft going across. But then you've got that argument of are they not interfering with the the electronic waves and that to make it so it's
Yeah, have they not got something
that's
that does
more
it?
believable than why the fuck is there only ever one real warranted
Yeah,
picture
like
of
how
Bigfoot
like the
sort of
Predator's
thing.
got like gadgets to turn invisible. They've got
Yeah, that kind
to
of shit.
corrupt like electrical stuff.
But why would they just make it so? I don't think they'd make it that easy. Do you know what I
Man's
mean
got a
that
CV.
like I
Jeez.
just
Right.
I don't think they'd make it as easy. That angle of elevation, what the fuck?
Nah, you got your projector out and everything. Just start calculating it.
That's
No.
probably just things that are filled in automatically. It was 3 o'clock and I couldn't get to sleep, so I was on my computer. I heard a noise outside in the back garden. As my room at the back of the house,
And on the
I
second
can't
floor.
read. And on the second floor, I heard what sounded like leaves rustling at first. Then, after a while, I heard the shed. Our shed is metal, makes noises as if it was being banged about. I thought it was the wind, so I put it out of my head. But then not long after, I heard more banging, and the internet went out. Intrigued and slightly alarmed by the series of strange events, I got up and crouched on my bed, peeking through my blinds. That's when I saw a metallic silver UFO hovering there next to the shed. It was about the size of a large child's playhouse and was smooth all around from the sides I saw, but it had a dent in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
because it hit. Yeah, 'cause it hit
I'm
the
reading
shed.
on from you. I'm reading on from you. Just carry on. This is fucking funny as fuck.
Then that dented portion almost looked as if it melted away and left a small hole in the sphere. Sphere? What the
Sophia.
fuck? Sphere.
Sophia, who's that?
Sphere.
That's
Suddenly, a
proper.
child-sized thing floated out and landed on the ground. What the fuck? The thing was greyish purple colour, and
This
then
was
it
night
walked
time,
to the
by the way. So
shed.
how do you know what colour it was?
Motherfuckers stoned. I'm sorry.
It
Yeah, it's
began
got
to
me.
poke and bang the shed before turning around and seeing me. I saw large black eyes and noticed it was gripping some kind of device. As it turned around, the thing was gone, and so was the UFO in a blink of an eye. I don't know the thing I saw, if the thing saw me and ran or something else happened. I
It could
didn't
have been a
realise you
dream.
can literally read the report.
That could have been a dream. Could have been a livid dream. That is it. Livid dream, lucid dream, not
Vivid.
livid. Yeah, no, lucid.
Like
Vivid,
Lucid's one
strobing
word.
lights moving at a pretty high
I
speed.
see the shadows in my room.
I see the shadow on my shed.
Explanation. Drone. Question mark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is the
guess
thing.
they're
They're all
trying to
recent
explain
now.
them, aren't they?
They're recent now, so they could be drones. Most of them.
That's
Some
the
kids
A
have
problem.
thing
called them
that
Most of them
flew
drones.
do.
directly past the house, height direction, flew like a bird.
Do these
They didn't
aliens
look
get the
metal.
police come up to them and go, "You can't fly that round here, sir"?
Fucking yeah. Police knockout drone. You got a permit?
Spinning S-shaped like boomerang. What the frick?
See, this is what gets me. Like, why are these so different?
Yeah, they're not the same. And there'd be more of a pattern if they went, "Oh, it
But
looked like a cigar shape, or another cigar shape."
is
It's
it
not.
like is it like us on commute to work? They're just flying past and we just see them. They're doing
I
That
was gonna
scouting.
say,
pigeon,
we've all
that
got
pigeon
different
you're on about.
cars. You've got a car, you've got a bike.
Yeah, it's a good point.
She's telling me like aliens have them as well, so they're like, "Oh, yeah." We've got a UFO circle one. We've got the
I'm
rhombus
stuck in
one.
traffic. I'm on fucking Earth. I've seen this cunt's on his PC and got on fucking bang on his shed winding him up. Fuck off.
Just saw her at the shed and go, "What's that?" Never seen
Oh
one of
shit, he
these.
spotted me. Shit, get
Yeah.
out of here, homie. It's the ops. Fucking getting back in your shit. Fuck off.
Oh, let's go.
Whoa, pictures.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
that's
a video,
there's a
actually. That's a
video.
My ass.
That's a
Plane.
plane. I don't know. It's going backwards.
You haven't got wings either.
It's going
You'd
backwards.
be
look
able
at
to
the
see the
angle.
wings.
That actually went backwards. That.
White cylindrical objects spotted flying east to west shortly
Again.
before planes with with contrail. Oh, yeah, but to be fair, it didn't have a contrail, did it?
It didn't.
Which the
No.
object didn't have. Single white cylindrical object spotted flying, blah.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow
They
night when everyone's
disappeared
rain.
behind
Come on.
clouds out of
Here we
view.
go though, but again, the quality of it, shit.
Yeah, but it's on
Yeah,
an
but you're
iPhone.
zooming
That.
in,
That's not a.
That's still.
The cloud looks like a Bob Ross painting. Like it's not.
Gotta beat
what
the devil out of it.
would be interesting? See, we have a lot of
The wash.
what's it called?
Go on, Em.
Military stuff in like Norfolk or Norwich. So I'm really surprised there's not more here, because you would have
They're not
thought there'd be
allowed.
more around our military.
You're not allowed in this country, Brig.
You shoot the boats, don't they? Sorry.
1980.
Well, like, if you go over to America now, the amount of dots would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's in an area where it's
Yeah,
like
go on.
empty most of the time,
It's
isn't it?
taking a while to zoom out.
Yeah, it's probably loading out fucking dots. There you
This
go. Look
is
at
what the
red that
aliens see.
fuck off.
Yo, we're playing Black
America.
Ops 2 Zombies.
Just look at just near New York. That's that fucking plague.
New
ain't
York
that?
is fucking
Yeah.
New York's
popping
gonna take
off.
you 4 days for loading. It's gonna say I
Avengers
saw
are
the
coming.
Avengers fly past my work tower.
Look at how many green there is there.
They smashed the fuck out of the. To be
JFK.
fair though, the
Yo,
only thing I would say is, to be fair, America is sort of like the capital of the world. Whether you like it or not, it is sort of the staple point. If you was gonna go anywhere for like secret information, stuff like, you would probably go there. If I'm being honest.
Again, if you have to think, they've probably been observing us for God knows how long, so then
They
they'll
know
probably
where the people are.
target point of interest.
Yeah.
But this one, Diamond, I've heard of Diamond quite a lot in America.
Open. Show us your link.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we got some wood.
Oh my God, Whoa,
what the hell is happening there?
Oh my
Just someone else want to read it, because my
No,
English.
that drawing wound me up.
Yeah, it's just done. Yeah, I could do better than that.
Anyway,
JFK.
if you're interested in this website,
Oh
it
yeah.
is
Yeah.
nuforc.org/sightings, and you can have a look in your local area yourself.
Yeah, it's
I think
such a
we
cool
could spend.
site.
I think we could spend the next 5 hours.
This was
going
in
through all of these.
January.
So we'll look at a recent one, and I think we shall move on our topic.
Blackcraft with red and green lights.
It's a bumbleclot craft.
I mean, that's probably like a hawk, right?
What's to Jamaica? I want to see what the alien sightings are in Jamaica. I saw
the pussycat come flying over. I mean, he didn't want me.
I saw
big
it.
batty boy.
It was in the air, and it took a left, and it took a right, and then it went flying
left,
over.
Bun the right, bun the left, bun the right, and it flew off.
Yeah, and it stole my rights.
I want one with like another video.
It flew off with me sheep.
Awesome.
Sheep? Do they have sheep? Well, they
Flew
should
off with
have
me.
sheep.
Fuck me, man. They don't just exist over here. He took me goat. I was saving for my curry. Picked up my goat, flew off. It bun the left, bun the right.
Video again.
That's a fucking start. I got a bit of dirt on my monitor, then I couldn't see it. What does he say?
Oh my God, that's tiny.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I can't see it.
looked like two orbs spinning around each other and reflecting sunlight as it's spinning. No sound and floating like balloons very high. I was watching on my balcony when I saw a bright light in the sky. At first, it looked like a satellite, but it was spinning like a top. Then, looking closer, I could see two orbs spinning and spinning around each other, almost in sync with each other. Maybe it's weather balloons attached to one another. I ran to get my phone and went to the backyard to video. I purposely left my house as a part of a tree for reference. Also, in the beginning of the video, you can see an airplane flying to the left and off the screen. It's unexplained to me. Anybody know what it could be?
Oh,
Can't even
really?
see the aeroplane, to be honest.
Alrighty.
Full screen again,
Oh,
yeah?
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Isn't...
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it is two things spinning around each other. Is
It's
that not
something
just
caught on
balloons?
each other.
Yeah,
Is-
they kind of do look like
Are they not
balloons.
just helium-based balloons? I mean, they're very bright, though.
Well,
You,
the movie
wouldn't...
very
Actually,
sporadically.
saying that, you wouldn't be able to see balloons that high up.
No.
If that's the height of a tree.
That's very high up, and it's not even going with the wind. It's kind of just going left and right and working its way down left and right.
There we go. Thank you. I don't know what really... We don't really
Two
do like
round
weather
things,
balloon
like,
stuff.
stuck on top of each other.
Could be a weather balloon.
It does kind of look like
Is there
balloons
any
stuck
comments?
together.
Can you see any comments of what?
No.
You bastards.
I think you just probably upload this somewhere. I don't know how it's uploaded to this.
You can just
Well,
go straight
obviously
on.
there's-
You can go on gallery and see what people.
Oh, file a UFO report.
Yeah.
There you
Gallery.
go. This is
These
where
prawns are invading our fucking country. I've seen them.
I know.
Alien prawns.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone.
That second one is so
Oh,
real.
whoa.
Whoa.
Why is someone just drawing a fucking triangle in the garden there on the... What the fuck?
There's an alien man. What's that?
That's a SIG.
Yeah.
That's been done on art.
That's just a chocolate coin.
Paint.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
right.
some ravioli.
They're them fucking lights that you can stick under your cupboard and your power and batteries. I've got them.
Yeah.
Right, I think this is how I rendered this. I think this is less people doing illustrations to tell you what it was like.
Yeah, so guys,
But-
don't click on gallery. It kind of spoils the fun.
Yeah, it's like a
carry on
school
back
drawing.
with your... Yeah, look in your local area and see what you want to see.
Right, let's move
Move
forth
Move
on there
on,
because
yeah.
that was a good, interesting find.
Intriguing, that one. Yeah,
I'm
it
sure I've
sounds-
been on
I
something like that before. I'm sure
I
there's
am
similar
keeping
ones.
that page open, that's for sure.
There's some. I think there's one like that which is similar for mythical beings and like stuff like like people reported like zombies and things like a sighting of a infected person or something like that. It's weird shit like that. Like you can get a few like that. Some of them are really comical. We'll just take a picture of a random stood in the street, like a crackhead, and they just stood there. I remember going on it years ago. It might be shut down there, but there's just people like saw this person I don't know, like proper good stories. Like, I'm convinced he picked something up and was eating it. There's something like dripping from its mouth. Just looks like a typical American crackheaded bum. It's just like stumbling down the street. I was like, that is a fucking zombie.
I was saying someone in Wigan, he picks up a cig stub and starts smoking it or something.
Oh, I must say, I've seen that loads, Dave.
Yeah.
But I was younger at the time, so I was kind of like proper invested. I believed in it. I was telling Ryan, I'm like, there's this fucking zombie in like Arizona or something. I'm like, mate, look at this. Sending it to him. I'm like, this is fucking nice. They're coming for us, like. Oh, talking like really, really, really young. But I'm back on microwave PC. Used to have it me all day.
Yeah.
Do you think, no, more like, what do you think to aliens investigating humans? Like, with your traditional probing and...
I think that might be your most plausible thing in terms of like probing, not so much, but if they are to exist and if they are to have like passed on knowledge and things like that, they need to have an understanding of if we would be a worthy candidate of the knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I
They'd have
imagine
to do
if there is
experiments on
another,
us to do it.
yeah, you have to know in anything like going back to the example of the cow and things like, you have to kind of know what you have to study something to understand it. So I think yes, they would observe, but
It also
I
kind
don't.
of ties into what we were saying earlier, saying if we were the experiment and we were placed here, then they'd want to check in on us, wouldn't they, and see how
Yeah.
we're doing. So
That's some missing people reports. They probably just gone, right,
You'd always,
Yeah.
yeah.
You'll
they'd
do
be like, we'll take you, we want to do more tests on you.
I mean, 90% of the people who go missing are pretty much dead or want a new life.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's also like, yeah, if you had an experiment, you'd want to keep an eye on it. Yes, fair enough. That's like us. But I think it'd be less than like probing that. It'd be more like infiltrating our structure, like disguised as us from studying, like people who work in like the White House, people who work in like MI5, people
You
who
don't know
like
how
you get all your
advanced they are.
sensitive data.
You don't know what they're testing us for. It's like we have. Could it be to actually save some in their own planet or whatever? Like they have like something that only we could like save them from, like a disease
Well,
or something.
yeah,
It's like
that's what it's the same as like they might give us knowledge, we could be giving them knowledge.
but
Like for example,
That's
we could
very
breed
true.
very differently. Like we could breed
our
weirdly.
skin's weird. The alien would be like, they could cut themselves and it won't heal, and then we've just got like miraculous like skin that heals. So they'd like take us and peel our skin off and stuff. And you
Oh
never
my
know,
Well,
like
that's the thing.
manipulate stuff with our skin just so they can save their own kind and things like that.
Well, that's true. Like, not all the time, but we do heal. And I learned a fact the other day, and it kind of made me sad. And it's like up until the age of like 28, I believe it's 28. We have far more living, like reproducing cells than we have dying. And then once you hit 28 and you go beyond, your body starts to not produce those like living new replicant cells anymore, and that's why you start to get dying cells. So it's like, so technically in theory you start dying from like the age of 28 because your body just stops producing them new replicant living cells, and it's just
Yeah, it's got to the point
consistent
where
dying
it's
cells dying.
repeated it too much that
Yeah,
it's
so
just
it's just
getting them
no.
confused and
And
not
I was just like,
actually doing it properly.
sweet, I've got another year of like Devil May Cry, fucking evil Knievel style fucking stunts, and
I
I'll
feel
go
like
for it, man.
even now things don't heal as well as they used to.
I mean, I can't say that because I think with again it pays to keep us sick, but I think in medicine and stuff, the way like can you imagine being alive like 10,000 years, oh, not even that, 1,000 years ago, and breaking your leg? Like you'd be, you are
You fuck.
fucked.
Yeah.
It is not gonna heal on
There's
it.
no doctors or anything, and no one's going,
Yeah,
oh, you
it
do this,
ain't
you
gonna
do that.
heal. So the fact that we can heal it in like 6 weeks or something, depending on what bad it is mega. But like, it's like for example, like even just understanding us as beings, just watching closely. It's that film. What's it called now? Is it Attack on New York or something? I can't remember it. It's I'll find it later. But it's a guy gets like these shades and he sees the real truth in America, and it's like certain people have got like a robotic sort of like alien faces, if you like, and
Yeah.
he takes them off. He takes his shades off, and like just people, and he can see the true world. He gets revealed to the true world and how it actually is. Um, and it could be that sort of
That
principle, basically.
that can go. There's the theory in it that people high up in the world are aliens. Like people say Elon Musk is. Do I think Elon Musk is? No. It's the theory that the Queen was dead now. Bless her soul.
But is she though? That's
Yeah, that's the thing. She could have been beamed back up, and then she's
see the
out
problem
there.
is unless because I have done this, but unless you go and see someone in a casket or whatever, and you're really elite, you don't actually know if people are or not.
Saying she's locked in
Um,
a vault somewhere, still alive.
Or kidnap.
well, it's like a
Kidnapped.
lot of people that like
Yeah.
replicants that they're like that person looks spits of Elvis. They've got like the same facial markings, the
Yeah,
same body markings. It's like,
Don't they
doing
but
say
is
that
it
about
gene
not?
Michael
gene
Jackson?
Yeah,
gene
yeah, like
splicing.
there
That's
is.
what they're doing. Gene splicing.
But it's again of have they not just taken like are these not just people that have genuinely been like, all right, fuck that off, and then like have just vanished because they can't be asked anymore, or whatever, or are they just like from observing and that, oh, let's take people of influence, like use them
Yeah.
because like if you have to go, you can Google music, and people like Michael Jackson, he's a king of pop or king of rock, whatever. No, that's Elvis, king of
King of
pop. So
pop.
it's like
Yeah.
he's gonna be one of the face that you're gonna see a lot of. The Queen. Fuck me, you can't look at our money without seeing a face, and that's
And
still like,
when you see his face on it, you're like, no.
yeah, it's weird. So it could be a lot of different things. But that film was it's great in principle. I can't. I'm trying to find it on Google, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh, there you go. Found it. If you put in on Google John Carpenter's They Live, you'll see what it is.
Oh yes, I used to love
There you
that.
go. Yeah. So like they kind of look a bit more sort of roboty alien, that it's like underneath.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
like
underneath the
skeletons and stuff.
structure. The structure of them are the same, but they're just essentially like wearing skin. It's a freaky film, that.
Yeah, 'cause it's meant to be like skinwalker type things.
Never
Yeah,
seen it.
that's sort of the only other thing of like aliens as well, is the sort of the theory of like skinwalkers and stuff, is that they can replace someone, because there's been a lot of reports and that, where someone will come back to some like a situation after going missing or what have you, and they just don't seem like the same person anymore. They're just
And
It's
it's like
just
different.
skinwalkers
blank
have
face.
blown up again recently. Do you think that maybe the skinwalkers are the aliens?
Could be.
Or are they the original
People
specimens
who
of
are here?
Earth, and we're the aliens?
What if the aliens are the original people who lived here, and then they
That's
Yeah,
what
and
I'm
like
saying.
we
take
scared them
over?
off.
Yeah.
Mate, what do you think, like, fucking alligators or crocodiles will come on land and think, would you lot fuck off? I've been here since the dinosaurs, me, like, fuck off
Well,
my
that would make
planet.
so much sense with how perfect our planet is, and
No,
like saying that like Egypt and stuff
Well,
like that,
won't
the
go that far.
pyramids
Won't
were
call it
done
perfect, but
before.
no,
Well,
it's definitely
before
not.
us, it probably would have been.
yeah.
Um,
No, I
but
wouldn't
then
have had.
like
Wouldn't have Wi-Fi.
No.
they've left
Wi-Fi.
to explore the universe, and then we've like crash landed here and developed into what we are now,
And they've
and
gone to
they're
come
there
back, and they're like,
come
eh.
back, yeah, exactly, come back to their perfect planet and be like, what the fuck has happened?
What happened to my pet dinosaurs?
I
Where they
mean,
gone?
Yeah,
I think,
literally.
I think we where we're supposed to be. Like, I think in terms of, if you look at Earth itself, we are going to be aliens to
Goldilocks.
that fact. But the Earth as itself, I think we were destined to be sort of on it. But it's true what you say. It's like whether they gave us a lot of the tools, because you got to think about, like, did they give us a lot of knowledge and tools, but yet we have a lot of greed and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And we started wars and we started segregation across the planet. I mean, you just have to look at how much we own, well, England or Britain, I should say, owned of the actual world at once upon a time. Is absolutely ridiculous. Like, did they like bespoke upon to us a load of fucking knowledge, and like, there you go. This is like, but I don't even mean like, oh, they fucking dropped into fucking Buckingham Palace and was like,
Yeah.
here you go, sign this contract, you can have half the gold. Just people through time, like people who are like specifically for that, people who, an organization, if you like, who always seem to be in the right place, the right moment, the right information
Could you
to keep
say that?
everything going.
You're saying that, oh, they dropped down and says, it could. Could you say that it could be a thing for religions? That you think about it,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
like Christianity, ours is big boy Jesus came back to life again, and then you go to somewhere else where they've got like 25 different gods, and you're like, could have they just been aliens? And they're like,
oh, yeah,
they're
it's
known as their main being. That's why they believe in them, because they came down and went, this is what we did. They may have
well,
done like, oh, you can have this part of this planet, we'll have this part of this planet.
yeah, the idea of Jesus obviously is like God, like, incarnated himself as a human to spread the words and the knowledge and stuff like that. And I mean, you can't say. I mean, again, we won't
Was
debate
God
the
an
bullshit.
alien himself?
You can't say it's not a real thing, because um, it's the most popular thing on the planet. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. It's like, I think the word I think God as a whole. Well, we're going a bit deep. I think it's more of an idea. I wouldn't say, oh,
The real thing.
it's not like a bloke stood in space and is just watching over us, and like, it is just invisible or something. Like, I think it's an idea. It's a like, it's the Big Bang theory, if you like, that theory is the idea of a God.
It's the
But
scary thing of that, because it's again this the theory of the unknown, but that's the thing us humans like to know, is the things of the unknown.
yeah, people don't like not knowing things. But again, like, that one bloke coming down and sharing all this knowledge, is that not a visitor just telling us all these things that's
Mm.
like out there in the world, and things have been created? Like, because if you think about it, essentially the belief in Christianity is like everything's created in a certain image, and is everything's been created
Yeah,
specifically how it's supposed to be. Is that not just us being
that could be like,
created how we're meant to be?
yeah, it could be a master race. They've been alive for God knows how long, and
Exactly.
they've they've gone to loads of planets and they've took something from somewhere, something from somewhere else, and then I keep going back to an experiment. They've just chucked
Yeah,
everything on us here, and they got right there. You go. You could be the
it's
perfect little
yeah.
experiment we've made.
That's what like I said before when Pom mentioned it. I was like, yeah, they could have given us all these things that we could have been the world's like the galaxy's most peaceful and harmonious. But with people chose greed, people chose war, people weren't. You're always going to have that in life. You're never going to have a utopia of pure peace. It just isn't going to work. But it's going back to like you said about undiscovered land, undiscovered sea before. I still to this day have I've gone down streets in our town. I've never been down. I've lived in this town nearly 27 years,
Yeah,
and
there's a kebab
I
shop
have
around the corner. When's that ever been there?
I have never, I've just never even been down streets. I've never even seen them. Like if I want to go down all the streets in our town, probably take me like a week to do. But then you go to somewhere in America where, like, we was on about this in work before I went off. Like, you have to literally looking on a map. It looks fine, but you have to literally fly a plane to a next state because it's going to take you 4 hours, and it'd take you like 2 days, whatever, to drive
Mm.
it or whatever. Whereas
Drive
from
this
us,
wind.
we could drive from top to bottom in like a day, realistically. But I've not even explored the place I've grown up in. I've not even seen everywhere. So what the fuck's to say that
What
in
if
some
what if it's
African
like
jungle or some rainforest somewhere that there's not like a fucking
What if it's like
society
The
of people?
Sims? So that thing, you've never been down it before because it weren't there, and then they've just gone. Right, let me just pop that little street there now. I've added the street.
Downloaded
I've
DLC.
the DLC for the street with the kebab shop on the
Yeah,
corner. Right. Oh, what's this? This has been here for years. Oh, we just programmed that into the NPC's brain now that
they've made the
existed.
fucking microtransactions.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing of deja vu, innit? It's stuff like feelings and that when you get that, like, is that is that not something that's like your mind knew of it before, but something's happened where like you kind of like, huh? Like, am I actually like supposed to be remembering this for a specific reason, or is it genuinely new to my brain? Or I mean, it could be that you've been down these streets before and you've seen them, or you don't remember for a reason. Could be. You never know.
exactly. That's the
What
thing.
about you, Pom? You think?
I don't know. I feel like I definitely resonate with like quite a lot of just what everything you've said. Is are we just an experiment? This, that, and the other. Deja vu. I feel like if I'm gonna go anything other than scientific reasons, I would say it's parallel universes. But
Hmm.
That's the parallel universe DLC. They're still making that. It's not been made yet.
no, there was something I'm gonna leave for another episode. But most of it is like our own EMF, basically our own electronic magnetic field that we create and have around us, and
I'm a
all
level
that can
5.
come into that.
Are you near? Are
um,
you far? Are you close?
but when it comes to,
Yes.
I like the idea of like, and I wouldn't say like, but the idea of us being the aliens and the other outer beings watching us, monitor us, studying us, or whatever, being a good idea. Either that or they just been like, wanted to fly out there and be like, surely there's got to be someone out there. Like, as exactly the same as us, right? We're just
Yeah.
planet hopping. We want to send like people out there on a one-way mission to just discover life and stuff like that. Like, what's to say that someone else, somewhere else, isn't going to do exactly the same and just be like, right, we're going to set out on a mission to find. But like, that might be it. There might be like one random UFO that came here, realized that there was living life on this planet, intelligent life, reported back, and then there's been more and more and more sightings ever since because there's more and more fleets that have come to observe and study. Then again, they're more advanced than us for the fact that they can get here like that.
Yeah, well, that's the
Yeah,
thing of technology, and if they understand the science behind it and we don't, it's like, for example, time travel is very, 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 very legitimate if you fly into space, because by the time you've got to point A to B and then back from B to A on Earth, this set amount of time could have passed for you, but it's been this amount of time for Earth. It might not be. I'm not talking like it's been 10 years on Earth and it's been a week for you, but it's just the time does flow differently. So you have, in theory, time traveled, and it's like very weird.
It's
you,
like
the
dogs,
aliens
they
could be
have a
time
short.
travelers then,
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. It's the opposite. I would say like the opposite of dogs. Like dogs have a shorter lifespan, cats and dogs and quite a lot of animals, but they have a shorter lifespan than us. Like everything has just progressed quicker. Where what's to say that it's not the other way around as well? Like life
Just
slows
progressing is
down, the
slower.
precision. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Like everything just takes longer to age,
It
to
makes sense because
die off.
they're saying everyone's living longer now. Is that? Yeah, that makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense. Yeah, yeah.
because a lot of
So what's
science
to
and
say the
medicine, isn't it?
aliens don't live like thousands of years? So for
Yeah,
them, getting here, it's probably no problem at all for them.
Got
no.
like
Probably
it's
just a
got like an
couple of
hour
years.
or an
Well,
hour.
that's what I
Yeah.
said. That's what I said to you. It depends on if that's what I said to you. Like they could have been traveling from like dinosaur era back to wherever and come back, and it could literally have just taken that amount of time from space travel.
Yeah.
See, because
Right.
the only thing that I'm like, is like think of how much fuel and that it takes for us. I know, like you said, the technology is advanced now, but to fly silently and basically look like you run off a couple of AAA batteries and then zip off that quick, it's like, But you said that about dogs. I remember when slightly morbid point, but it is like you do have some cases where it's freaky. Like I when the dog, not in my dad, I've got now the previous one when it was like really really bad in a way, and we unfortunately have to put him down when we was there at the vets because we tried a couple different vets to see what we could do for him, and it was just going to be too expensive. There's a dog that came in and the dog was 21 years old, and that dog was actually older than me at the time. That dog had lived and seen more of this earth than I had. Now I know you could argue like, well, yeah, dickhead, a dog could be 16, you could have a 5 year old and start arguing that, but I'm like, that's quite unheard of for a dog. Like that's quite strange. And the world's oldest cat, it was his birthday today, and that cat's turned 30 years old.
Jesus.
That cat, you know what I mean? So
And that's really good for
there
a
is
cat.
circumstances in life where there are anomalies, if you like, and very freaky situations where you just have to sit back and think. It's weird. It's like I double checked my facts. I thought I was right, but I double checked it before I say it. It's like you got to remember it was round about somewhere between 58 and 66 years from us, not the invention, I should say, but it's been about 58 to 66, something in that area, from us flying the first aeroplane, like the first successful flight
Launch.
Flight.
Yeah.
in
It wasn't that
1903.
long. Yeah.
It took that many years from that for us to orbit us into space. That's a very quick jump. That from inventing
Yeah.
something and being successful for, oh shit, this has got wings, it's got fuel in it, it can fly and it can land and it can. Please, I mean, you please feel free to fact check me. Anyone who wants to make a comment on it, I'm not 100% sure I'm right, but that is a very, very, very rapid space of time to go from shit, we can make things that are flying here based off fuel to let's put a lot of fuel in it in a rocket and we can actually go into space. What?
And making stuff that can withstand the pressure and the force and everything like
Yeah.
that.
And I mean, we sent up like fucking space stations and we sent up satellites and they're just chilling up there.
Yeah.
Like, don't
No
forget,
one no
we've
one
done
ever
that.
said about satellites. Satellites have been up there so
Yeah,
long.
like we've just. And what happens when eventually them fuckers just give in because they will and they'll fall back
And the
down to Earth?
Oh,
master.
no,
What
no, no.
what information will they have?
So we're
Yeah.
creating our own asteroid belt pretty much because of the debris of expired satellite drones, all those things that are out there, like spacecraft debris and stuff like that. We're creating our own belt, so it's getting
Spacecraft
harder
from
and
what,
harder.
Pom? Fucking aliens.
So it's getting harder and harder for us to actually pass that. with other crafts because it's becoming dangerous because of all the amount of shit that's out there now. And it is a thing where they are putting satellites up there all the time practically.
The aliens are going to feel like they're on a motorway and they're like, I can't get in. Can't believe get in. Had enough of it.
I'll tell you what it's got to become. It's going to become fucking classic 2003 or 2005 Battlefront 2 space battles.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking yes, now.
Just going in first 1 minute.
The point you made of how quick everything happened, do you like that brings it back to your other point?
I'm just laughing at his moaning TIE fighter. As if it had just been fucking had a fuel thing stuck up its fucking fuel hole. I was like, what the fuck is that?
That's my TIE fighter.
Sorry, Pom, carry on.
No, it's alright. But I think like what you've just said relates to what you said earlier, is like how quick we went from discovering or creating aircraft to then like sending out stuff into space. Maybe that had some influence from outer beings telling us, oh, you know, if you just did this, or like certain things being put in our way for us to be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Well, I think that when you're on about aliens and stuff, I think of that with like certain elements on the periodic table. I'm like,
how do you find half of these shit?
Like, okay, iron, fucking, you know,
copper, carbon, the main
stuff,
one.
They're all start smashing up the floor in the earth, and that coal, you're gonna find shit. Oxygen, hydrogen, fair enough. You know, things what we breathe or we exhale out and whatever. But like that raw material, like the world's darkest black, and that motherfucker got dropped off as a gift. That got fucking Amazon Space Prime, that, because what the fuck is that?
And
that's
how did
venom.
Someone discover that? Like, what
yeah,
the
you know
hell?
what I mean? That's
he got a tip. We're dropping this off. Dropping it for you. There you go.
He got an email from Prime saying your delivery is now en route.
Typed it in on
684 days late.
Lethal Company computer. Romantic tables dropping comes down. That's what we got.
I can't remember if Hayden actually told us how he found it or invented it or something like that. You guys, listeners, go listen back. Let us know. Leave it in the comments.
Hayden or any friends of Hayden's, if you know, please educate. And that's another point. If you know, we're not like Tom said in the introduction, we're not here to discriminate or say anyone's views of invalid or, you know, anything like that. So please, if you have actually any
all there to listen.
answers
or any sightings,
if you have an actual factual answers for anything that we discussed, please engage below and let us know, because we're always happy for feedback.
My little brain needs more information.
Yeah, because we're all quite simpletons in certain things. I don't think anyone disagree.
We like the unknown.
Yeah. But I fucking don't. Go back to the fears and fucking things episodes, you'll find out. I just think, for me, everyone's gonna have different opinions on the aliens and UFOs and space as well. But I'm so intrigued to hear other people's views, because sometimes I'm like, I didn't think of that. Like I said, for me, the most plausible thing is like their life situation, where it's like they've got a similar exoskeleton to us, but they're not really us, and they live like us and they move like us, but they're watching, because that's just throughout time they've blended in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's because I cannot see I almost like cavemen or Neanderthals, whatever the correct term is for it. I cannot see how them fuckers lived and existed around the time of dinosaurs.
I can't see how they made fire.
Them fuckers are so massive, and them fuckers are so like dangerous and stuff like that. I don't see how we would have lived.
What you're thinking of though, it's of Ice Age where they're walking through, and it's just you see like a caveman, and then you see like a sloth, and then at the end he sees a massive alien spaceship frozen in the ice. Like,
But it's just like, no, but just think about it, like how how would they have? Because they don't. I mean, granted, they don't. Didn't. And they might. Well, they probably would have had their own language that would have made sense to them, and that's what you'd have been taught. Someone would have invented one somewhere. But like, yeah, you would probably look to them and thought them fuckers are dangerous. Stay away from them. But I don't know how you would have existed because they didn't build houses. Didn't have a lot of tools really to survive. If a T Rex come fucking stomping down. Now I've heard the fucking clips of what people think an actual T Rex would have sounded like, and that shit would have sent me in the fucking ground.
I've not listened. I'll have to listen to some of them.
I will play it after we finish this. It is freaking, and I just do not know how we would have lived and evolved from that if there wasn't some sort of interference from like a higher purpose or race, a gene, like someone they've come in, they've fucking injected like gene enhancements and stuff, and we've just started to
They
evolve
say the main
and
thing was
grow
we
from it.
discovered fire and stuff. I'm sorry now, but I've seen pigeons just walk up to a fire. So if a pigeon's not scared of fire, a massive T-Rex would not be scared of a fire. Would
What
they?
gets me
We
is
didn't live at the same time as those, though.
Oh, we did live the Ice Age, though. In it, there's a thing with like mammoths and stuff. I don't know how you'd survive that. There's no way. You tell me you can kill a mammoth.
I was gonna say I don't think mammoths and yeah, okay, there's a lap, but I don't think dinosaurs and us like your
no.
T-Rex was.
I'm talking about the fact that we've evolved from like the Neanderthals and stuff. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't get how we're so
How they've
perfect compared to
survived.
that.
How did them
Monkey.
them fuckers who were borderline half monkey, half human had brains and shit? But how was it like we have brains now? Obviously, it's hard to do, but take away all your knowledge of like internet, electricity, this, that, and the other. You still kind of have a brain, and to be fair, I don't know if it's because we know that because of history and the fact that you taught things, and we just are a far smarter society because of the knowledge we've been given. But I'm like, you have a brain, and the idea of them is like you're just like, oh, oh, oh. Wouldn't know what to do. Like they must have been far more intelligent than they've been let on. But I just think they would have needed to be guided, because you can't start from nothing, like no information, then suddenly evolve into things that start fucking building automobiles and fucking wheels, and you just cannot do it. You can't. I cannot fathom it. My brain.
I think the brain is the main thing that if you were to like dissect someone or want to like view us for what it is, it's the brain, because our
Come on,
brains are all different. They don't make sense. Like your brain's different to mine. You're probably thinking of something weird right now, and I'm just so am I. Like,
We're the same.
We don't know what we're thinking right now.
Your genetic code's very differently in it.
Me and Pom might as well be the same. We sing the same thing at the same bloody time.
We're just a copy of each other. It's fine.
Not me and you fucking tapping the exact same thing.
At the same time, that was good. I love that. It was cute.
But I think it's because we're getting quicker and quicker of connecting two and two together. Because before, we'd probably be like, it'd take us a while to be like, oh, if you put this with this, what happens? Where it's getting quicker and quicker and quicker. Like,
if you put rum,
you
with
can
Pepsi,
give a child a tablet that's never used it before, and they will quickly and easily be able to figure out how to use it. Like, I've given my friend's child my phone, and she's opening apps. And I'm like, she's not even one yet, and she's managing to like be like, oh, okay, that little square, that's something.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna. I mean, I don't know if it's all the enticing colours and stuff. It's like colour blocks in it, but it's on a screen. That's what I kind of put it down to.
No, but she's right. It's like I'd give.
It's getting quicker and quicker. They're starting to put two and two together.
We're gonna get to a point where you can kind of like plug yourself into like VR things and get to a point where you can plug yourself in.
But like, what was it called? Google Glass, was it? The glasses where you could like.
Yeah, you record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But me, I need a pair of them.
That'd be so fun.
But my point was, the point wasn't that as in like, oh, they were stupid fuckers and we're smart. As in like, just a bit like what Brandon said, like, it's just how with absolutely nothing. Yeah, fair enough, it could be trial and error, but like the fire stuff and things like that, if aliens were to, like you said, we were an experiment and they're watching us exist and watching us what we do in that, like, are they not just helping us along and giving us these things of information.
It's like saying, "Oh, how did we survive now?" So if I like somehow could pick you up now, you've just there in your chair, you've got nothing on you, and I just drop you somewhere with like lions or something, you're not gonna survive that, are you? So
Yeah,
how
I'm
we,
here
how we,
enough. I'll just fucking drown.
yeah, I could, I could do the same thing.
I'll
But
bum one.
Mhm.
I'll become alpha
no,
straight
but
away.
think about it. You
I'll bum
there,
you.
now, and like you're saying, animals back then were bigger, stronger,
Faster and harder.
faster, harder.
Don't kill me.
That Discord went off and give me a heart attack. What were that?
Not me.
Not me.
Oh, I heard that. That freaked me out. That didn't like. Oh, my Discord decided to die. That's why.
There is some
Oh,
proper fucking long stories on here.
They're interrupting us. They're
they
all
don't like
attacking.
it. They don't like
No.
it.
But nah. Why are you fucking like logging onto your Wii there?
They could be the aliens.
But nah, they're very it is good going just back to the unknown and I mean there'll be people out there who claim they do know and have knowledge and you'll have sort of people who like ourselves who are sort of we have maybe our own beliefs or maybe not even so much beliefs, maybe just sort of like theories that you would either like to be true or you just think's the most plausible. But then you get people who can't decide whether a fucking spaceship's a diamond, a frisbee, a balloon, or a fucking triangle.
When
So
Pom sent me that link, then I looked at loads of them are cigars. Yeah, right. Loads of them are saying it's cigar shaped.
Yeah. I mean, it is,
some
as I said, like, it's people have non-electric bikes, then you have your big bikes that are girthy, and then you have, like, the mopeds, and
You
then
have
you
to
have
say girthy. Have
are we
to.
still talking
cars.
about fucking bikes and stuff here?
Yeah. I was like, you
What?
didn't have
So
to add
it's like,
girth. You just wanted to
there's
add girth.
there's so many different types of transport for us, like buses and stuff like. There's so many transports for us. What's to say that there's not so many different transports for them?
Well, that kind of spells back on to I kind of think I don't know if I touched on it in the conspiracy theory ones or not, but there's that thing of like there's the guy who invented the engine that can just purely run on water and mysteriously went missing like not very long after he like publicized his findings. Not a lot of people know about it or how to replicate it because all his data got destroyed.
It could have been that he's advancing too quick. They're like, oh no, we don't want you to advance as quick as we want
And
you to
again, is it
slow down.
is it
Yeah.
yeah? Because like yes, fair enough. Like the oil companies and this and that, yeah, they might lose a fortune, but you're telling me like the big oil companies and that just wouldn't
Hop
invest
on
in
the
them becoming,
bandwagon.
yeah. Like, is it a case of like this organization who dealing like the best example of what I can think of is other than it kind of is the same sort of thing as timeline really is if you've watched Umbrella Academy the first few seasons
Oh yeah.
you've got
Yeah.
that organization obviously that makes sure certain events happen to keep the timeline in a sync of things going around. Maybe that's sort of like a no, you can't do that. Like this, like again, the greed and the war thing. They could keep that as a thing in Nosh because, like, we don't want you to become so knowledgeable that you can become the primary species. Even though we are to this
Yeah.
planet, we're the primary. What the fuck? We are the
Speed.
That's what that fucking cheese looked like in my fridge. That smelt. That's what that fucking was. It was a sewage problem. Cunts have fucking made a fucking planet on my cheese.
It's
So
an ASDF movie. Throw the cheese.
So, for context for listeners, I've been looking at some of the sightings on that webpage,
I
and
can tell. Look at your tabs. Fuck me.
I've stumbled across one that's tried to like create a representation of what they saw, and I've not read the story. I just got the picture up and just shared it to the guys.
Can you bereave it?
What do we
Oh,
see, guys?
that was a Gouda joke, that Nathan. That was good.
Thanks.
So, yeah, we're looking at basically a lump of really holy cheese, as if it's something out of fucking Wallace and Gromit, with like a city with inside the cheese in a triangle shape.
Just think if New York was put in a big massive piece of Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then that's just flying around above the clouds.
Just make you hungry all the time. You're like, damn.
I know, yeah. What's that smell?
If
It's
that's
not an
just a
orb,
ship,
it's cheap.
does that mean like it's got a bigger mothership that's a piece of bread
No,
and
it's
it goes
just
on
trying
top
to
and
tell you
melts
that's
on
what
top of it?
it looked like in it. But
I've
That
seen
doesn't look like
quite.
cheese.
see, the problem is, it's hard by the time because they're supposed to be moving so quick, the UFOs and that. By the time unless you've got a permanent setup of like really, really good, expensive telescopes, whatever, your phones and that and your cameras aren't going to be good enough to zoom in because of the speed it's
Exactly.
supposed to be moving and the things like that. But it's also if you're not knowledgeable enough to know whether it's like a star or a part of like a satellite or whatever, you don't really know. What in the phone footage was that? That's a
Yeah,
lamppost.
that's a finger.
This one's quite interesting. This is by someone that's United States Coast Guard that noticed is it gravitational, magnetic, and electromagnetic change. All three of
Spikes
them
really
just
bad.
completely
Yeah.
dipped and then went back up and dipped again.
Dip, potato dip.
Imagine they spiked rather than dipped, and then the fields
Mm.
went fucked.
Mm.
So like something just happened there with like those
Yeah,
three things all together.
that's the magnetic one. That one rather
But
than
it's all of
electromagnetic.
them.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, is
X,
it
Y,
just the
and Z.
Because
magnetic?
I said the field change. But he's on magnetics, and he put that's the
Oh,
peak, and
yeah, yeah.
that's the change depending on the different magnitude levels and
And
stuff.
then isn't the magnetic field can only change due to like the Earth's
Yeah,
magnetic pull, right?
it's to do
Yeah.
to like the pull and like interferences and stuff like. There are certain circumstances where you can have like certain things that will interfere with it, but I don't think it's sort of that extreme.
It is interesting. The science behind these things would be cool to look at, rather than just people's sightings and stuff like that. I always love watching shows where they're like, okay, like we're not going to take the piss, and we're not going to be like, oh, that's definitely not real, but let's explore the possibility.
Let's listen
Let's,
to
No.
it. Yeah,
What is it? It's like,
yeah.
was it Discovery Channel? It's like it's all nature based, and then as soon as it's 1 o'clock in the morning, it's like aliens and everything like
yeah.
that.
It's like Discovery
And this is
Plus.
when I'm on the TV
Fucking
watching.
and fucking Dave,
Yeah,
they throw shit on like that. It's more like
Yeah.
Universal. What's it called now? National Geographic. Sorry, they show stuff like that, a
yeah.
bit more on a factual base stuff, but they show shit like that.
I'm just thinking of the aliens meme, the guy with his hair up, with his arms out. That's just that. Just saw a picture there of just a look like a little insect on a back of a letter. That was good. That
I
don't know what that could be.
read these probably off stream, but
Mhm.
that could be fucking anything. But I wanted to read it.
Could
I
be
wanted
all.
to
It
read
could
that
all
one.
be anything. That's the thing in it.
Some of them, like, you could be there like, oh yeah, I actually don't know what that could be because you just don't know. And then you're
That's
there
the
being like, yeah, that
uneducated
makes
side of
sense.
it, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
sort of
Yeah,
the
exactly.
yeah.
It's like you just don't know because you literally don't know.
There's just one guy somewhere
And
who's
that
like, I
looks like a
know.
shit.
He's
turd
going into an asshole.
and free.
Mm.
Alaska.
And here his indicator's going.
What the fuck?
You can't hear it to be fair. Well, I can't anyway.
Them drawings are something else.
So these are sort of people a bit like them fucking storm chasers who actually kind of chase
I like watching them.
activity
I
and
Oh,
like
stuff
I
like that.
love
watching
that.
them. Yeah,
Do you know what I
it's
mean?
my
Or they're gonna wow, they're gonna be like actual full time believers and following suspected sightings because of like reported Earth shifts and that. That looks like a frisbee.
You never know.
That
In the
literally is a frisbee,
not
surely.
not how many years may pass, we may be gone when it happens. We could have something called like alien chasers or something. They're just
Probably
on
is.
you just on your gaff somewhere, so you just start chasing them down. And
I was
I
outside playing. Was you playing with the frisbee by any chance?
I what do you call
Well,
it?
that's fucking pop it in.
I always really liked destroy all humans on the subject of aliens. I used to think
the
that game was
game.
great, man.
Yeah.
That was great. That.
What didn't he collect brains? I'm sure.
Yeah,
he
you used to be able to pop
brains.
people's head out in the brains when it gave you
Yeah.
knowledge. Hey, Pom, look at that intro I made for you.
It is. That could
That's
be
just,
anything.
that is just. They're trying to set. It looks more like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
Oh, that was an alien that was scary until you find out it weren't one. That episode was freaky. That.
That's a lamppost.
It moves.
Yeah. The moving lamppost.
Is that not just moving in the wind?
Yeah, could be anything. That can't.
That's just going left and right. It's literally going left and right. It's
on.
wobbling.
Like I've
We
already
always
watched this
think
much.
it's like aliens because it's a light.
It is moving well and
starts
truly
here,
out, but
on top of
and
the
then
house.
but if
goes over
if
here.
you follow it, it looks like it goes down toward the trees to the right and then down straight to the bottom. But that tree looks like it's fucking moving as well.
Mm. It's always
No,
light.
but-
There could be aliens now that they've got technology where we don't need light to see. They could probably see perfectly fine. They could be like GTA where there's that invisible UFO.
Well, it's like
Invisible
so
UFO.
you can see the fucking lamppost there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but it's past the lamppost, isn't it?
no, it's
And it's
underneath it because
carrying
but you
on.
got to think. Yeah, but you got to think.
The
Oh,
house
yeah,
is like over
Oh,
here.
yeah. Shit, yeah,
Mhm.
you got me there.
So it's literally just carried on this whole entire way past the neighborhood.
And the lamppost just switches off. Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh, now it's going down.
Could be a drone.
That's creepy though that the lamps actually turned off
Yeah, that was
when it
I'll
starts
give you that one.
descending.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah,
Oh, that
it's
gives me goose pimples.
like it's
Oh, you fucking
Oh,
freak!
Goosebumps.
bumps. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can see where the house started there.
Yeah. I give you that one. That one was a bit more.
Like it's draining the.
Well, that is the
And
world's
the
most
fact that
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's the most disgusting light bulb ever in there. Why is it green?
I know. What's the dot though? Is it just a bit of dust they've got on the window or something? That's annoying me. That it's gone.
It's reflection in it.
Oh yeah. Someone's got a brain, not me.
Well, if again going back, if you're intrigued, you have any more information and stuff about us, please check this website. It's actually very, very. Some of them
It's
are fucking
cool.
are shocking. But some of them are.
Some of them
Pretty
are just
cool.
like AI pictures, but AI is another
Yeah.
time and another podcast.
Yeah, that's a different
You know,
topic
Brandon,
altogether.
it's as if
Yeah.
you like listened in to mine and Nathan's conversation earlier, because
It's-
I was complimenting him on how well he segues, and I mentioned all the next subjects, and here you are picking that exact subject we said for next time.
I said we're the same person. I just thought of it.
You
straight away,
could
yeah.
just read my mind.
I'm an alien.
There you go. That settles it, gang. Thank you very much for watching. Please give us your feedback. I love to hear people's sort of theories and stuff on aliens.
Definitely.
If you
Definitely.
do,
We'll all
if
read
you
it
like
and
it,
have a good
please
read on it.
let us know. Please share the podcast around and let your friends know. Always intrigued to hear other thoughts, and we like to post.
And if you love us that much, then follow us on Twitch.
Exactly. We've got myself
Yes.
and Pomsky. You'll get Brandon in either
One of us.
POVs and one at some point. Yeah.
I'll be there.
The
I'm
guy,
always
as he
watching.
said, is an extraterrestrial invader, so he's always free. Doesn't have a lot
Yeah.
of them working.
And he's
Yeah.
always with one of us, so
He's always mans up in the world of DIY. He wants to learn how to build shit.
infiltrate.
I want to
with
know
DIY
I want to know how to make wall paneling without having
Exactly.
to actually cut
So
wall paneling.
when he goes back to his mothership, there'll be fucking sound of a load of fucking media wall paneling on
That's
fucking panel
exactly
kits
what
at
it is.
wall.
Yeah, I've gone back to my planet now. They went, "This is really good," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I don't like it though."
You're just waiting for the what they called now, the what's the long ones called? Back, the expensive ones.
Oh, acoustic panels.
Yeah, you're just waiting for the acoustic paneling go down for like 20
Yeah,
quid and it's free for 4 and you go text them back
I
and
need
you're
to
gonna
go 500 light years that way and then come back and then we'll have something else. We'll just have like.
That's why he's got a ball spot on
interstate
top of his head. It's the searchlight from the mothership trying to find him.
probes. The probes in the head. I hate
It's
them
where
so
they
much.
have to like download the data from all his
Yeah, they're
scenes.
scanning him. Top of his head pops off and he just suck all his data right. That's why I can't remember.
I am
fuck all.
actually like the film Meet Dave. I've just got loads of mini people inside.
Yeah,
me.
you are. Well, thank
Right.
you very much.
Thank you for listening, guys. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye bye.